Yo, what's up, guys? Lorenzo here. All right, happy Monday, guys. Okay, just a quick vlog for today because wow, this heat is really something. It's wow, it's like I'm melting here. Okay, so I'm gonna open my aircon later, trying to conserve energy, because okay, all right. Topic for today is I'm gonna share with you filmmakers that I admire again, but I don't think I've shared these two guys. Okay, and these guys are from Canada. All right, these are Canadian directors. Directors I believe to be extremely talented in their directing because their films, even though it's artsy or a bit slow and creative, it's still highly entertaining, and it's not boring. You don't go to sleep, unlike the films you watch here, where after 5 minutes of the film you fall asleep because it's poorly made, poor quality, the story's boring as hell, all the negative stuff. And I want to express the Canadian dudes that I admire. Okay, all right, so one guy that I recommend to all of you film buffs is a guy named David Cronenberg. All right, he's the guy known for making all these controversial, experimental body horror films. What do you mean by body horror films? Films that depict the body, okay, the human body, and how it gets exploited. I don't know, maybe some experiment through pain, through torture, through violence, and you get to see skin ripping off, skulls, skin deformed, mutations. You see it all in a David Cronenberg film, but not just that. His films have a lot of heart, it has a lot of soul, okay, and you really feel the characters, you get involved. So even though I myself, I actually don't like weird films. Okay, I don't like weird films, like films that that are highly impossible to happen in real life. All the fantasy stuff. But Cronenberg's directing, even though his films are indeed fantasy or make believe or science fiction, there's a lot of how do you say? It's very human in a way, the way he makes it, and it just transports you into his world, even though you don't understand it. But because the characters are so cool, the actors are cool, the directing is really good, you get hooked into it, and you don't give a crap, all right, if it's weird, or some guy gets his arm cut off and then his arm grows back again, all that weird stuff. And you see a lot of this vivid and bizarre images of torture, kind of like snuff. But it's really interesting. You see a tortured soul, all that. But it's very different from Hellraiser. Okay, Hellraiser is extreme, all right? That's more of the demonic, hellish stuff. This is more science fiction. Science fiction, yeah. Like like the ones of Reanimator and stuff. Those body horror films. So yeah. Anyways, Cronenberg, he made The History of Violence, Eastern Promises, Videodrome, my favorite, Existence, and what's the other one? He did a lot. The Broods, Naked Lunch, Spider, Maps to the Stars, Cosmopolis, man, a lot more, and The Shrouds. It's really interesting. Give it a watch. If you're a filmmaker, you want to go into that route of fantasy filmmaking, check out Cronenberg. He's the weird that's really cool, and probably dudes would dig, because Cronenberg loves dames. He loves the blondes, and there's a lot of chicks in his films too, especially Crash, his film Crash, my favorite. not suitable for young children. Okay, so watch that. David Cronenberg movies. Next is this one's a little bit PG-13 rated, but hey, man, the guy is a creative guy. I mean, the great thing about this second filmmaker is that when he makes a movie, when he focuses on a violent, depressing crime topic, okay, he doesn't fully show it. Okay, he shows all these images, and for example, there's a scene where he tortures a guy, but he won't show you the torture itself. He will just show the frame, the image of the wall, and the camera just zooms in the wall, and you hear the sound effects and the screams of the person. You know, that's that type of imagery, and it's really brilliant because, you know, if you're on a budget, you're making a low budget film, you don't have the budget to have all the blood and the gore, to even the cast to torture or something. You can just, you know, picture the wall, put some sound, splatter some blood. You know, you have a Denis Villeneuve. Okay, that's his name, Denis Villeneuve. He's a Canadian dude. He did Sicario, Blade Runner, the latest one, the Dune Part 1, Part 2, and the third one that's coming, and Arrival. He did that, and he did Incendies, and then a couple others more. That Enemy, the one of Jake Gyllenhaal. But my favorite is Sicario, because it's about the Mexican drug war, but he doesn't show it. He shows it through the image. You don't need to feature all the violent stuff. You just hear it and you feel it. That is what other filmmakers cannot accomplish, and it takes real talent to have the perfect image, the perfect sound, the perfect rhythm, and the guy's got it, and he can make an intense scene where he just pictures a lamp, and then he zooms into the camera, and then you feel it. You know what's going on. You know there's something terrible going on. Unlike the others, they can't even do it. So this guy's talented. Denis Villeneuve. So two guys I really admire. David Cronenberg and Denis Villeneuve. I don't know if I pronounce it wrongly, but these are two guys that you should research, guys. So that's it, guys. Woo! It's really hot. So, glad it's raining. Pray to the Almighty. Have a good Monday. Have a good start. Work hard, play hard. Keep up with the news. And make your films, make your short films. Pursue it. Don't wait for anyone to give you a break, because they won't. Okay? You got to do it yourself. Because these guys, they don't want to lose their jobs. Why would they give their jobs to you, right? So you gotta do it your own. Submit your stuff on a film festival, and off you go. You gotta make it yourself. You don't need to go to film school. Actually, you just have to watch movies, learn in the YouTube, make your film, submit. I guess that's how it's supposed to be. But hey, there's still 1-2% of these guys discovering you online, unless you're a TikTok star or something. So that's it, guys. Research those two guys, Cronenberg, Denis Villeneuve. That's it. Ciao, guys. Happy afternoon.